All right, what's up, guys? What's up? As you can tell, I'm feeling in the Christmas spirit. I got the Christmas tree behind me. I got my lights are red, and my little thing is also red and green. And then, check this out. Hold on, you can only see the bottom. That's dead. Embarrassing. Check this out. What do you guys think of my shoes? What do you guys think of my shoes? What are the thoughts? Thoughts on my shoes? Looking pretty good. Anyways, it's going nicely. Um, Today, the World Cup's been going on for like 2 days now. Pretty epic. World Cup's awesome. I love World Cup. Some of my best memories were me watching the Rio World Cup. I had soccer camp going on at the same time. USA was in. We were watching. It was cool. That was what, 2014? Yeah, that was 2014. Pretty awesome. So now to World Cup's in Qatar. That sparked some controversy because Qatar, the religion kind of dictates the law there. And people are saying that there's human rights issues going on there because, you're not allowed to be outwardly homosexual at all. You're not even allowed to kiss your girlfriend there or anything. They're very strict because they want you to respect the religion, the Muslim culture and all that, because that stuff's a sin, and people have a problem with that. There's been some people that want to rebel against Qatar. Let me tell you guys, the first problem is that you're having the World Cup in Qatar. That's your first problem. If you wanted to avoid all the issues and you wanted to avoid this whole situation completely, you could have just not had your World Cup in Qatar, and you could have just had it somewhere else that people could be a homosexual at or something. Whatever they want to do, but that's not the case. For some reason, FIFA, you decided to have the World Cup in Qatar. So, at this point, my position is, now that you've decided to have it in Qatar, to respect what's going on in the country. I may get hate for that. But, since you've decided to do it in Qatar, there's only about 260 countries in the world, and you decided out of all of them to have a World Cup in Qatar. So, since you've decided to do it, and have your World Cup in that country, now you got to respect what the country's doing. You can disagree with what the country stands for. You can disagree with the Muslim religion. Of course, people are scared to say that they disagree with Islam because they don't want to be seen as Islamophobic or whatever. But they do. They do disagree. And now people that want to be all about tolerance and acceptance are not going to be tolerant and accepting of Islam. So people are rebelling. We have this journalist, this reporter. Security guard refused to let me into the stadium for USA Wales. You have to change your shirt. It's not allowed. Obviously, he's wearing a rainbow shirt, I guess, trying to rebel and show his support for the LGBTQ community. For me, the rainbow represents God's promise that he'll never flood the earth again. That's what I thought. That's what I thought the rainbow meant. But it has now been coined as a big LGBT symbol. And so, obviously, I think that's what the reporter was going for. I'm not going to be smart aleck, of course. The rainbow does mean God will never flood the earth again, But this guy was like, nah, I'm gonna rebel. I'm gonna wear a rainbow into the World Cup. And then he got turned away. Let me tell you, you're lucky you didn't get put in freaking jail, brother. And then we had somebody else, like an ex-Wales captain wore a rainbow hat. Obviously trying to, this is obviously the gay flag because it's got the trans and stuff flags in it, to support and show their support in Qatar. Let me tell you, this kind of idiocracy being shown, it's like the reason Brittany Griner's in jail in Russia right now. And let me tell you my thing behind this logic. You want to go into Qatar, you want to wear a rainbow hat to show your support for the LGBTQ community. You can do that in the United States of America, and you won't get any flack. for doing that in America. But you have to understand that countries exist outside of the United States of America. If you go into Russia with a little bit of weed, you get thrown in jail for 10 years. And you can say, oh, that's unfair. Well, you shouldn't have gone into Russia doing things that are illegal because we can't protect you like we can in America. Everybody can hate on the United States of America. Everybody can say that, oh, the U.S., it's such a bad country. Our government's failing us. The people are terrible. But let me tell you, it's a lot better than most countries, including Qatar, because then you can express yourself and you can be, gay and kiss men and even kiss a black man, even if you're a white man. You can, do all that stuff. I would like to kiss a black man. Anyways, and you can do all this stuff, but you can't do that. You got to respect what's going on in the country. So, like I said, if you wanted to avoid all these issues, FIFA could have just not held the World Cup in Qatar, but you did. So now you got to adhere to the guidelines. They're not going to change their entire government because, they're not going to change their entire government. They're not going to change their entire government just because you're holding the World Cup. They're not going to diss their own religion and say, no, I'm not. We're going to abandon the religion to appeal to a woke mob and that's what he said. We will not change our religion for 28 days of the World Cup. Qatar official warns LGBT. That's what I'm saying, dude. I don't think the World Cup should be held in Qatar at all. I don't think it should have even been there, because so many people now are gay and want to be gay and want to act gay 24/7, and they can do that. And this all could have been avoided not having it in Qatar, but it's in Qatar now. So you got to deal with it. You got to adhere to the country's guidelines. It's just how it is. You could have just not had it in Qatar, but now it is. So you can't drink alcohol, which in my opinion is great. I think I disagree with the drinking of alcohol. I'm borderline a prohibitionist, actually. I don't even think people should drink alcohol in the United States of America. But that's a video for another day because, alcohol, I've seen it firsthand. I've seen alcohol firsthand destroy my family. I've seen alcohol firsthand kill some of my best friends. So obviously I'm pretty anti-alcohol. But, you got to respect what's going on with, and then the USA, of course, the chief idiots of the world are saying, well, we should have a rainbow logo and a rainbow armband. Like that does anything for the LGBTQ community. Let me tell you, the LGBTQ community has too much representation at this point. My For You page is just men kissing 24/7. I can't escape it. Maybe it's just because I like those videos. I'm just realizing that. That was really bad timing. I promise. Oh my gosh. That was really bad timing. Anyways. In short, it's my personal belief that if you're in Qatar, bro, you better respect the religion or else they'll throw you in freaking jail. You can hold your own personal beliefs that you disagree with what's going on in the country. You can hold your own personal beliefs that you support the LGBTQ community and that you want to drink out in public, but guess what? You can't do it there. And if you do, you're risking being thrown in jail. And me personally, somebody with half a brain, wouldn't want to be thrown in jail in Qatar where, they don't have as good of a legal system as we do in the United States of America. You can say what you want to about our legal system, but everybody gets sort of a fair shot here. That might not be the case in Qatar. Sorry, mate. It might be hard to say. It might be hard to hear, but I still don't have a problem with people wearing rainbow stuff, but that's how it is. Some NYC Thundercats in chat says, Curly, can I just say as a Muslim myself, I know you're just speaking on your opinion, but you're 100% speaking facts. Thank you. And please correct me if I'm misrepresenting the Muslim religion at all. I'm just a Christian, so I know about half of your religion. I've also read the Quran as well, dabbled in it a little bit. Obviously I don't believe in it, which is, according to the Quran, not a good thing since I've read it. But I've read it just so I can, try to not be completely ignorant with Islam. But I'm glad I'm not doing too bad of a job. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments, chat, all that stuff? Obviously, this is a big deal because the World Cup is like the biggest sporting event, like, ever. But thank you. Thank you for watching.